Okay, it's fine. I just have a question. Are we gonna have a tag board for the soda story? Okay.
Welcome to After GMS, a place we like to kind of kick back, relax, and engage in sometimes senseless but fun conversations. And we're so glad that we have you to come along for this journey with us. So everybody has their apps ready, their Facebook. We're ready to comment and engage and kind of get these conversations going. Let me introduce you to everybody in case you're new to the program. I'm Tracy McCain. I'm reporting in the studio while we're social distancing here. Ed Matthews is just outside in the weather garden a few doors away. And Megan Malera, Stacy Spivey, and Taran Kirksey are working from home. So we like to get started with the forecast, and this will be one of our conversations later today. Taran, it is hot and humid.
That's it, and it's going to continue to be that way for at least the next week or so. We'll have our high temperatures generally in the mid to upper 80s. A few spots may briefly sneak up to 90 degrees, especially this afternoon. And then as we go through the afternoon hours for the next week, that's when we'll see the pop-up shower and thunderstorm opportunities develop. We'll see scattered showers and storms with right around a 40% chance of rainfall at your house, and then that rain chance goes up to 50 to 60% as we go through the weekend. And that just means that we'll see more showers and storms than we will today. So the coverage will be a little bit greater, but it's not going to rain everywhere on any given day, and it's not going to rain all afternoon long. We'll just see that chance of a storm at any given time during the afternoon and evening hours generally. But just keep an eye to the sky if you do have outdoor plans over the next several afternoons, as we'll see that rain chance stick around, and the storms that do develop could produce some locally heavy rainfall before starting to fizzle on out as we go through the evening hours. That's a quick look at your forecast.
All right, we'll jump right into our first conversation right now. And Stacey, you're talking about a shortage you might have noticed at the grocery store.
Yeah, that's right. Dr. Pepper acknowledged that there is currently a shortage of the soda, and they're now working quickly to get them back on store shelves. It's not the only thing that we've noticed has been missing from store shelves. Actually, my mom, who lives in Arkansas, says she can't find cans of Rotel anywhere. So it's a shortage there, and it's getting better now. But remember that toilet paper shortage? I am finally able to see them on the shelves at the Harris Teeter I go to, but for a while, it was hard to come by. So let us know right now, what are you still searching for at the stores? What aren't you able to find? Is there anything that you're really missing? Now, like I mentioned earlier in the show, I'm not the biggest Dr. Pepper fan. I'd much rather have a Coke if I'm gonna have a soda, or maybe a Sprite. So I'm okay with this shortage, but if there was like a shortage of ice cream, I'd be sad.
Yeah, I guess we all have that one item that we have to have in our fridge or freezer at all time. For me, it's not Dr. Pepper. I actually prefer Cheerwine if I'm going to have soda at all. Normally it's just water or a good old sweet tea. Lemonade, I'll take a lemonade if it's from Chick-fil-A. It's so good. But other than that,
They are the best.
They do, right? But other than that, I'm not really noticing any shortages on the store shelves, but I literally have the same grocery list every single week. It rarely deviates. So I haven't really been looking for much. How about you, Ed Matthews? Any shortages?
Well, first of all, I want to say I have breaking news. I love to say that term. It is just so cool. There is plenty of Dr. Pepper here at the TV station in our machine there in the canteen. As a matter of fact, as you guys know, I took a photo and texted it to you, and I've also put it on Facebook as well. So you see what you guys are missing from working at home? Yeah, the Dr. Pepper is here at the station. Excited about that, as you can tell. The one thing, and I don't miss it really bad, but I tell you what, I'd love to have a big fat bottle of rubbing alcohol. I haven't seen that on the store shelves, I think maybe since March. Crazy, still looking.
Yeah, it's one of the products that is used in hand sanitizer, so that's
Right.
probably why. I have lots of peroxide at my home, so if you need that, I think you can probably use something like that if you really need it. I can spare a bottle.
All right, thank you.
All right, Megan, have you noticed any shortages, or are you going to miss Dr. Pepper?
Not going to miss Dr. Pepper, not much of a soda fan. I love soda water though, and we usually make that at home with our soda stream to try to save money on buying soda water, but I do love that. I have noticed a shortage of wipes, not only with baby wipes at the initial start of the pandemic, which now seem to be back in stock, but also with, of course, Lysol wipes, Clorox wipes. My husband did find a big pack of wipes the other day. He just happened to be at the big box store at the right time as the employee was reshelving, restocking these items, and of course they didn't last very long, maybe 30 seconds before everybody else noticed that there were wipes in the aisle. But that's really the only item that I've noticed has been really hard to find. That said, I've not really done a lot of the shopping. Again, we have the baby at home, so usually just Trevor goes out and does the errands. I make him a long list, and half the time he can't read my handwriting though and has to call me or just guess what it says on the list to buy. But yeah, we've just kind of been divvying up all that, and he's noticed just a wipe shortage for the most part.
You're gonna have to get him a really nice birthday present this year, doing all that shopping for the family. He's a great guy. All right, speaking of great guys, Taran, look at that intro. How about that?
Yeah, that was very well done. I appreciate that. That does my heart well. I am certainly missing. I'm not a huge soda drinker anymore, even though I still love soda. But when I did drink a lot of soda, I definitely was a big fan of Dr. Pepper. But you know, I'll make do with other sodas, I guess. I'm gonna miss the Rotel. I need to track that down. I like to always have, you know, backups of everything. So I need to just keep a couple cans in the pantry, I guess. I need to track that down though. There have been other things that have been missing. You kind of notice, you know, along with rubbing alcohol and things like that. I've been able to find like those Clorox wipes fairly easily lately. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just going at the right time, but usually there's 15 or 20 on the shelves when I go to the different stores. So I don't know, maybe I'm just lucky, but now I don't buy them anymore because, you know, I have a few, so I want to leave them for everyone else at this point.
Oh, that's so generous of you, Taran. Thank you. So I've been reading some of the comments, Ed, and you might have people outside of our front door.
Oh,
banging
wow.
on the gates
Okay,
trying to get in.
I'll give you a discount on a couple.
So you're
okay?
selling it now.
Yeah. Of course we're selling. We got to make some money.
Oh my goodness.
I need a pool out here in the garden. I need a swimming pool.
Well, they put your picture up here
All
online.
right.
So do you want to give us some backstory here, Ed?
Well, I just went in, you know, as soon as I think one of you teased that was going to be one of our talkers about the shortage. I think Stacy said something about it. And I said, oh my God, I think I'll run into the break room and take a photo if we have any. I haven't had one for a few days, but went in there, we're all stocked up, and in a different part of the machine, we got all kinds of different stuff in there. We have the diet there. If you prefer the diet, if you come over to the station, I'll give you a big fat discount on that.
Oh my goodness, all right.
No, I'm joking.
Oh my gosh.
I'm joking. Wait a minute, there's a stampede. Oh my goodness.
All right, well, listen, I'm in here far away, so don't try to find me. All right, listen, Stacy, have you been reading the comments? I mean, some of them are hilarious.
Oh yeah, people are loving this conversation. A lot of people talking about cheer wine, which I have to admit is so delicious too. I've forgotten about it. Let's see. Kay said that she's happy to see that toilet paper seems to be catching up. Randy said, Ed, he hasn't seen rubbing alcohol either. April says Lysol cleaning wipes. Yeah, I haven't seen those anywhere. Let's see. Ty said, Ed is about to have a riot at the studio. People are about to storm and demand Dr. Pepper. But then, some people said, though, that Dr. Pepper can be found at the Walmart Guilford College. Peggy bought some there yesterday, so if you're looking, you might as well go now. Jenny says, my grocery store had Dr. Pepper yesterday, but it's out today. Yeah, you probably want to grab some. And then Kay said, funny you mentioned Rotel. I was making chili beans the other day and couldn't find Rotel. So hopefully we can stock up now.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember when there was a bacon shortage. Now that affected me personally for weeks, and I was really sad. So now that bacon is back on the shelves, we're good. Life in my house is back to normal. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our morning headlines. We do have a few more talkers to get to after that, but Meg, get us started.
Yeah, something very important to talk about with regard to schools starting up soon. Guilford County Schools is working to get students laptops, but apparently there's a bit of a hurdle. Guilford County school leaders say it could take up to 120 days before an extra 78,000 laptops arrive for students. Right now, 30,000 devices are in stock as students get ready to do remote learning for the first 9 weeks, but the limit means only one device per household right now. It is easy to get everything you need, the information you need about the upcoming school year, regardless of your district. Just text us. Yes, send the word school to 336-379-5775. We'll text you back with our back to school guide. That has the latest details from each district on its plan. Superintendent Dr. Sharon Contreras with GCS will also join us for a live discussion tonight at 5:15. You can use this number to text in any questions you have for her or her panel of school leaders. Again, that number, 336-379-5775. Sadly, IFB Solutions says an employee has died after testing positive for COVID-19. The company has not named the worker, but company officials say 13 others tested positive and are now in quarantine. The business reopened yesterday after deep cleaning the facility. The company employs 550 people.
Sunday's 5.1 magnitude boom caused widespread damage. Tuesday, Governor Roy Cooper toured it all in Allegheny County. The governor meeting with county leaders who say they desperately need help. The sheriff told us around 175 buildings are damaged in that earthquake and 15 to 25 houses are unlivable. The Red Cross is now helping 6 families find another place to stay. There is a good chance the county will qualify for federal assistance, but it's too early to tell. The Democratic presidential ticket is set. Former Vice President Joe Biden selected California Senator Kamala Harris as his running mate. The November race for the White House now set. The presumptive Democratic nominees Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will run against President Donald Trump and Mike Pence. The Biden campaign is planning an event today in his hometown of Wilmington, Delaware. Well, it is National Health Center Week. WFMY News 2's Candace Redd explains what it is and how it's even more important during the COVID-19 pandemic.
A National Health Center Week has been celebrated for more than 30 years, and this year the theme is Community Health Centers, lighting the way for healthier communities today and in the future. Well, the goal is to enhance the visibility and profile of community, migrant, homeless, and public housing centers. The campaign also focuses on building support for the Health Centers program. Well, community health centers serve about 30 million people nationwide, regardless of insurance status. Well, the medical clinics focus on building healthier communities by preventing and managing chronic diseases and providing access to food and housing resources. Well, United Health Centers in Winston-Salem is celebrating this week with a list of activities and programs, including free COVID-19 testing.
We'll have staff there and they will be properly clothed with the PPE equipment so they can walk up as well. They should be prepared to answer questions about, if they've been exposed to anyone or if they're exhibiting any symptoms, and then the medical staff will proceed from there.
Here are the details for the free COVID-19 test. It will be held today from 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. at Cleveland Homes in Winston-Salem. To learn more about the National Health Center Week or other events, all you have to do is visit our website. That's WFMYnews2.com.
Well, let's jump into our next conversation this morning. Of course, it's hot and humid, muggy today and every day because it's summer. So are you ready for fall? Megan talked to people on her Facebook page and they seem ready.
Yeah, so I first asked this question because Trevor came home yesterday from one of those grocery trips I sent him on with pumpkin spice coffee creamer. Tracy, I know you love pumpkin spice coffee creamer. We've often shared it in the past, pre-pandemic, in the newsroom, but I'm typically a summer fan. I have to admit that this pumpkin spice, though, made me really crave fall this year. So I asked you on my Facebook page, Megan Malaris News, what you're most excited about for the fall. Here are some responses. Overwhelmingly, the large majority of you, including Susan Dunlow, said the crispness of cooler air is what you're most looking forward to. Hope said she is not a pumpkin spice fan, but how about a cinnamon and apples fan? That sounds good, Hope. And then we heard from Alicia, who said the brilliant colors of the leaves and snuggles under a quilt, coffee on a cool morning. Delicious. And I love how she mentioned the leaves. With how warm it's been this summer, Ed, I'm curious how that's going to affect the fall foliage on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Is there any indication of that yet, when these temperatures could start to cool?
Well, there's nothing on the weather maps that suggests a cool down that would start, the leaf changing cycle. But I tell you something that is a factor in how brilliant the colors are is how much rain we have. And of course, we have not used that dirty word drought or anything like that. We've had a generous supply of rain, hopefully no, tropical systems that would blow the leaves off the trees early or anything like that, but who knows? And I think we're well deserving of some beautiful fall colors, right? After this year we've been through, I'd say bring on those fall colors. I love them.
It's funny, you mentioned dirty words like droughts. Let's see if Turan has a clean word he can give us about the fall.
It will be nice, I guess. I don't know. Nice is my word. The good news is if you are tired of hot weather, climatologically speaking, we're over the hill of the hottest days of the year. Usually it's kind of the middle to end of July is when we get those average high temperatures in the upper 80s, right around 88 or so. Now I think that the average high is down to, I believe, 86, something like that, 86, 87. So it's going to continue to come down, but the days are getting shorter as well. That's the trade-off. We're going to lose about an hour of daylight in 6 weeks. We're going to lose about 15, 16 minutes of daylight over the next 2 weeks. And so the days are getting shorter. The temperatures will eventually start to come down, and before you know it, it will be cold and everyone will be wishing for hot weather. So there you go.
It's a vicious cycle.
Exactly.
Whatever you don't have is what you want. And that's how I feel about my hair, I want straight hair. But I mean, I could get it, but I pay a lot of money for it. All right, Stacy, how about you? Are you ready for fall?
Not really. I'm a huge summer fan, though. I love the summertime weather. I love being able, usually being able to travel, take vacations, go to the beach. Like, those are just the things that I enjoy. But I will say one thing that I do love about fall is that we get to celebrate Halloween, which is one of my favorite holidays. I think it's so much fun to think of costumes and eat all the candy. And I just read this new report, which I think a lot of people will be happy about, because Halloween is somewhat up in the air this year with trick-or-treating and all the social distancing and stuff to do with that. Some candy companies are announcing that they are going to be releasing their Halloween candy earlier this year to, I guess, make up for if we don't have trick-or-treating.
Well, the costumes are already out. I went to Costco the other day and they were out and they're at a discount right now. So I'm like, should I get one? But then I'm like, in the back of my head, they're probably not going to wear one this year. So we'll see if we can go without it, save a few bucks. I love every season. You know, every single season I love. I love every day. I just don't like snow. So, you know, that's the only thing I don't enjoy. I love Christmas. I love not working on Christmas. I love snow on Christmas, but no other day do I enjoy snow. So it's not really a seasonal question for me. It's more of a condition question for me. So what are people saying on Facebook about it? Megan, are you looking at the comments, or Stacy? I'm sorry, I forgot. Who's monitoring them? No?
I've been looking at them if
Okay,
you want
great.
me to
Yeah, I just haven't.
take a look.
Thanks.
Okay, sorry. So let's see. Nadine says summer is my least favorite season. Bring on fall. Kay says cooler weather, the scenery, and the burning my fall scented candles. I do have to say I love those candles. Anne says cinnamon, apples, the beautiful colors and smells of fall. Bring them all on. Tamrika says she loves fall. LeVar says yes, bring on fall. Bobby says cool weather and hopefully NFL. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Another great part of fall is college football, so fingers are crossed about that.
All right, great comments, Stace. And I guess we'll close out the fall conversation with another look at summer, Ed Matthews.
Oh, yes, indeed. We got plenty more of that to come. Temperatures today, upper 80s today and tomorrow, but we'll see an increasing chance of scattered, mainly afternoon showers and storms. And although the severe weather threat is low, we couldn't rule out maybe a few strong storms with damaging winds. And also something else we're going to watch out for over the next several days. Thunderstorms that may be slow movers. And of course, when thunderstorms move slowly, they can produce some very heavy rainfall, some heavy downpours in one given area, and that could lead to flash flooding. So we'll stay on top of that. But yep, summertime continues, although not as hot as it could be this time of year. Loving those mid 80s for Friday and for the weekend.
Well, if you're on our Facebook page and you see Debbie Isley's post, then you know why she loves fall, because Halloween is her birthday. So that is definitely a good reason to love fall. I know Megan celebrates a birthday in the fall as well. So guess what? Tomorrow is a day for left-handers to celebrate. If you're left-handed, raise your left hand. Okay, Ed Matthews, it's our day tomorrow, buddy.
You got it, girlfriend. I can't wait. What would I do without this left hand? I'd go crazy. My goodness, I wouldn't be able to write.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's National Left-Handers Day. So if you're left-handed, let us know. We have something special for you planned tomorrow on After GMS. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us here. It's been fun. The conversations have been great, and we've enjoyed your company and conversations. We'll see you back here at 7:45 tomorrow. Take care.